How's everyone doing today? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if this is your first time. This is your boy FlyIsland guy, and today we are back in the CJ4. It's been an incredibly long time since I've flown it. I'd say it's probably been about a month, so I'm excited to get back in it and get back up in the air. So the good news is that for OnAir, it seems as though I do have enough money now to actually purchase a CJ4. So very soon we should be flying this aircraft a lot more regularly. So I am excited about that. Today we are in Ontario. We're actually at this airport is, let me pull up the name here. This airport is Billy Bishop Regional in Owen Sound, Ontario. This is very high north, nowhere near Toronto. Probably about, I'd venture to say 3 or 4 hours away from Toronto, Ontario. So we are going to be heading over to Wisconsin. Lakeland Lee Memorial. So this is a pretty short flight. It's about an hour 15 minutes or so, and our cruise altitude today is going to be 43,000 feet. As you could see and probably hear, it's a little windy outside today, and I think if you look at the windsock seems to be pointing straight out. So looks like it's going to probably be a little bit bumpy when we take off today, and I do see some thunderstorms as well in the area. So once we get up and over the clouds, hopefully things should smooth out. It's actually pretty interesting, like not much going on out here. When you look around, it's pretty much just trees. But as I said, we're in rural Ontario, very high north, so don't really expect too much. The CJ4 has been updated. As I said, it's been a long time since I've flown it, so we're going to be going through a couple of the updates, just to kind of show you what's going on. And we're also in the awesome Gen 2 livery that I introduced last time. Like, I really love how this plane looks on the outside and inside. So let's hop to the cockpit, let's get the plane fired up. We're pretty much good to go, and let's have some fun, folks. Alrighty, so there's a couple of things I need to finish off. So let's go ahead and turn the, actually no. We'll start the plane first, and then we will get the rest of the avionics on. And once we get everything fully fired up, I'm going to go through some of the changes that have happened to the plane. It's nothing absolutely major, but definitely a couple cool improvements here. So let's go ahead and let's get the beacon on, and we shall start the engine. If you've never seen the CJ4 in action, this plane is very simple to get started. There's no APU, no bleeds, nothing like that you have to worry about. You literally just hit your engine starter, and then open the guard and hit the start button. Literally hit the start button, that's it. Engine 1 is started and stabilized. Let's go ahead and do engine 2. As you can see, this plane has a beautiful interior. Oops. Yeah, this plane has a great interior. This is a mod of the cabin and the cockpit. They've both been updated. So this is not what the default. This is not what the default CJ4 looks like. I have a link to this mod in the description box below. Alright, engine 2 is started, so let me just double check our legs, make sure there's no discontinuities, and there's one already. Let's get that cleared out. Next page. Cool. Yeah, this is a pretty straightforward flight plan. It's only about 2 waypoints in there. So that is cool. Alright, avionics will come on. Flight director is on. We'll go straight to our cruising altitude today. No step climb. We are going up to 43,000. The service ceiling for the CJ4 is about 48. Sorry, 45, I believe. Something like that. So kind of pushing the limits a little bit. But if you haven't seen the CJ4 in action, it's pretty much a performance beast. Climbs very quickly and with ease, so should not be an issue. Alrighty, good to go. I'm gonna bring up the chart. For CYOS. Let's see. Actually, is there nothing in there? What? That's weird. Okay. Let me just double check, make sure my Navigraph is actually set up. Next page. Yeah. Oh, that's weird. Okay. Well, guess you won't be using that today. Alright. So let's get out of that. How do you get out the chart screen? I forget. Actually, I have no idea how to do this. Pretty sure you just hit chart, but could be wrong. Oh, there you go. Escape. Okay. So, yeah, we're pretty much good to go now. Let's get taxiing to the runway, and let's get out of here, man. Just bringing up the runway map on this side. I don't really need it, but it's something that I like to have just so I can follow along. So we're leaving from runway 18, and 18 is basically the other end of the runway. So Let's get our taxi lights on, and forgot to turn these guys on.
May I have your attention, please? At this time, please comply with the illuminated seatbelt and no smoking signs. Thank you.
And we can go ahead and just brief the passengers as well while we head towards the runway. And briefing the passengers is probably like my favorite feature in this aircraft. Let's do that. Escape. So get a present position.
May I have your attention, please? Welcome aboard the Citation CJ4 aircraft. Your flight crew will make every effort to make your trip a pleasant one. At this time, please refer to the passenger briefing card located near your seat for important safety-related information. Smoking is prohibited aboard this aircraft while the no smoking lights are illuminated and prohibited in the lavatory at all times. Aviation regulations require passenger compliance with lighted no smoking and seatbelt signs, placards, as well as flight crew instructions. For taxi, takeoff, and landing, please ensure that your lap belt and shoulder harness are fastened and all portable electronic devices are turned off. Tables, luggage, and loose articles must be stowed and secured. Seats must be in the upright and outboard position, and your headrest extended per instructions located near your seat. To fasten your lap belt, place the flat metal end into the buckle. Pull on the lap belt strap to tighten the lap belt. To fasten the shoulder harness, pull the shoulder harness strap across and in front of you, and hook the metal end onto the stud located on your lap belt. To release your lap belt, depress the latch release on the top portion of the buckle. To release the shoulder harness, unhook the metal end from the stud. Because of the possibility of unexpected turbulence, please keep your lap belt securely fastened about you at all times while in your seat. In the event of cabin depressurization, oxygen masks will automatically drop from overhead compartment. Locate the nearest mask, pull the mask down to the full length of the tubing, and place it over your nose and mouth. Adjust masks by pulling the elastic straps and breathe normally. Don your mask prior to assisting others with their masks. An emergency exit is located at the right side of the aft cabin. To open the emergency exit, remove the plastic panel covering the release handle. Turn the handle in the clockwise direction. Pull the top of the emergency exit inward, lifting the base out of the opening and into the cabin. Discard the emergency exit overboard. Exit the cabin by stepping through the opening onto the wing and continue forward off the wing. The main entry door, which you use to enter the aircraft, may also be used as an emergency exit. To open the main entry door, first push in on the inner paddle located above the inner handle. Second, pull down on the inner handle approximately 90 degrees. Push the door open and lower the stairs to exit the aircraft. Life vest locations are placarded near your seat. To don the life vest, tear open the storage bag and remove the vest. Place the life vest over your head. Wrap the strap around your waist, buckle, and tighten the strap. For children, wrap the belt around a leg, buckle, and tighten the strap. Inflate the life vest after exiting the plane by pulling downward on both red tabs. If the life vest fails to inflate, blow into the manual inflation tubes attached to the vest. For information on the location and use of fire extinguishers, as well as other emergency or survival equipment, refer to your passenger briefing card or consult your flight crew. Thank you, and have a pleasant flight.
Alrighty, so I forgot exactly how long that that briefing actually was. But Cool, we are all done. I believe that we have completed everything. Flight plan set up, no issues. Flaps at 15. Toga mode is engaged. I think we should be good to go. Alright. What I'm gonna do, because this is like incredibly small. Gonna pop this guy out for now. As you can see, our rotate speed is 101. So I'm going to, I just want to be able to keep an eye on that. It's just really hard for me to see, especially when I'm kind of zoom back a little bit. So I just want to be able to see when it's time for me to rotate, alright? So let's go ahead. Toga. That was a horrible takeoff. I don't know what happened just now. Gonna go into climb mode. And yaw damper and autopilot on. Let's do flight level change to 250. Alright, so it's just gonna reach 250, and when it hits 250, it will kind of pitch the nose up and increase the descent rate. Awesome. Okay, so forgot to activate nav mode as well. And gonna toggle the nav source. That's one. That is weird. Okay, so what happened with takeoff just now? I'm pretty sure this is a weird, annoying bug with FS 2020. Totally forgot to turn on my landing lights when I took off. We're over 10,000 feet now, so Yeah, one of the bugs with 2020 right now, with FS 2020, is when there's a very strong crosswind, the aircraft for some reason like turns hard into the wind just now. So I don't know if you saw before there was a very strong crosswind going from right to left on the runway. So for some reason, when I picked up speed, the plane just veered off to the right and just became uncontrollable. I don't know why it does that, especially with the smaller planes, but it's kind of frustrating. So I almost crashed just now trying to take off because it did that. Anyways, we are climbing through the clouds right now, and looking beautiful. I don't know exactly what performance changes they made with the update, but the last couple flights that I have been pretty impressive, so I'm digging that. Alright, so let's talk real quick about the CJ4. So we are on version 12.5, which was released probably a week ago. A week before this flight was recorded, and so there's been a few changes going on. So they're not that absolutely major changes, but some of them are pretty cool. Let's see. So one of the changes, so we go outside, and I apologize for the noise, but so one of the changes is that they've improved the lighting on the CJ4. So I'm just going to turn the landing lights on again. Oh, I'll turn them on, but then turn them on again, just to show you what they look like. Forgetting everything. Somebody gave a comment the other day that I need to use a checklist, and they are absolutely right, because I forget pretty much everything. So it's probably hard to tell just by looking, but they definitely improved the look of the lights on the aircraft, like the beacons, the strobes, all that sort of thing. Turn those off. They've also improved the PFD. So one of the things they've improved is the traffic display. Now, I don't know if we're going to be able to see it because I don't know if there's any traffic around us right now. Let me see if I could decrease the range a little bit. Increase the range. So I don't think there's really anything around us to see, but they have changed the way that the traffic is displayed on the MFD and PFD now. So that's a pretty cool look. They've also updated the angle of attack indicator. Just gonna pull up the actual notes here for the changes that they've made. So they've actually added above, normal, and below options in the FMS TCAS control page, and I actually am not 100% sure where that even is. Yeah, I'm not sure where that is, but yeah, they actually didn't improve the traffic display. They've actually added it, so now you could actually see other aircraft traffic on here now. So that wasn't a feature before, but unfortunately we're flying somewhere where there's no traffic around us, so you can't really see anything. We're pretty much in the middle of nowhere right now. What else? So there's been changes to the green band for the trim and the extended view. So it's probably this here has been updated. So they said there's a more accurate angle of attack display, which you probably can't really see. You can't see it right now, but it'll show up on this side. So that's been changed. As I mentioned before, there's the adjustments to the external lighting. It looks a lot better now, although it's kind of difficult to see in the sunlight right now. There's also something else that I saw as well. If we go to flight plan and then preference, and then go takeoff, next page. It's not here. It might be in... I forget where I was looking. I did see something different just now though. Okay, it's here in VNAV setup. We now have this option here. I know this wasn't here before. So you can look at our VNAV waypoints. So basically, anything that basically tells you all of your altitude restrictions or altitude restraints on the way down, which is awesome. You could see them all in one spot. And I'm not sure if this was here before. I believe this page was somewhere, I think it was somewhere else. But yeah. Okay, so I think this here might be traffic. And it's probably saying it's 100 feet below us. I'm curious, one sec. Now it's gone. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what that was just now, was traffic. So yeah, it now shows up on the PFD, which is awesome, just to be able to see what's around you. As I said, I'm going to be flying this plane a lot more moving forward, so we'll get to see all of this in action a little more. But working title, as I said, they're doing a great job. They've done a great job with this aircraft. I think personally, I think this is probably the best add-on, or one of the best add-ons right now, alongside the A32NX. Both of those teams are doing a really good job with their aircraft, and it's free, which makes it even that much more amazing. And I believe Working Title is also working on an A380 as well. Sorry, not Working Title. Is it Working Title? Fly-by-wire, sorry, that's who it is. I know it didn't make sense. So fly-by-wire, so those are people that make the A32NX, are also working on an A380. I probably won't be flying it because, as you guys know, I don't really fly the really big jets yet. But it's exciting that is coming. All right. So we are losing a lot of airspeed. I never get this right. I'm probably flying this wrong somehow. Let's see. Okay, yeah. I think I was supposed to increase this to Mach 7.4. So we're gonna dip the nose down, then I think once it reaches that speed, it will continue to climb. But yeah, so that's the updated CJ4. Still a very beautiful aircraft. Still very fun and very easy to fly. As I said, today we are heading over to Wisconsin. Lakeland Lee Memorial. So when we come back, we will just discuss the approach. It's going to be a very simple approach, simple RNAV approach, and yeah, hopefully it's going to be smooth sailing, smoother than when we took off just now, because that was absolutely horrible. So I'll check you guys when I get back, and we'll do the flight briefing then, and then we should be landing shortly. This is a very short flight, hour 15 minutes. All right, stay tuned, and I will be back. And welcome back, everyone. As you can see, we've started our descent to Wisconsin. Let's head back up to the cockpit just to get a lay of the land. So we're at 14,000 feet right now, and we're going to be entering the flight pattern soon. Just realized I haven't set my altimeter. But yeah, so let's just go over the approach real quick. If we bring it up, we are landing on runway 18. That's Lakeland. And so basically we're going to be heading towards FIGAG. So right now we're going to be basically flying an approach where we're approaching from sort of the west, that's south, and we're going to kind of do a loop and come back around. So actually we're coming from the right side. So right now we've hit RHI, and we're heading towards this FIGAG waypoint. And we're going to be crossing the 3,400 feet. And pretty much from there we're going to be heading towards MIGP, and then making the left turn to shoot the RNAV approach into runway 18. I'm gonna see if I can pull up the weather here. Let's see if I can find it. I'm not too sure if I can. I know a lot of the smaller airports, on the website that I go to pull up the weather, if the airport's too small, it's just not going to give you any weather information, especially if it might have to do if it's not a controlled airport. But this one does. So right now we're looking at winds out of 190 at 6 knots, temperature is 22 degrees. Altimeter is 2979. So it looks like we should be good to go. Gonna get the landing lights on. We can go into pulse mode. Yeah, I think they changed the pulsing pattern as well. That was in a previous update. But yeah. So I think the weather should be alright. I'm still seeing some thunderstorms in the area. But I think visibility should be good for us to pretty much just fly the approach by hand. So we shall see how it goes. We are 18 nautical miles from Figard now. So afterwards, it's pretty much a quick run over to McP, and then we'll make that turn to the final approach fix. So hoping that it's a smooth landing. The issue that I had with takeoff, and remember, like I told you, there was a strong crosswind. At the time, I was actually looking at the windsock. I didn't even look at the wind information, but when I was watching the replay, I noticed that we pretty much had like a 20 knot crosswind when we were taking off. And as I said, especially the smaller aircraft in FS 2020 do not perform well in a crosswind. I don't know why they perform the way that they do, and I'm really hoping that this gets fixed sometime, because it makes flying the aircraft pretty difficult. The only way to really get around that is to enable rudder assistance, which I don't really want to do because I feel like it's sort of, you know, I want to have full control of the plane. But if it becomes a problem, then I'll just have to do that, because it does make controlling the aircraft very difficult when you take off and when you land. So we'll see how things go though. If you look on the left right now, you'll see the waypoints, the initial approach fix, and the other waypoints showing up. So I believe it's kind of tough to see, but I think this is the airport we're landing on right here. We'll be landing on this longer runway, but there are two airports at the runway though. And I just realized I closed Navigraph, which I tend to do, which is annoying. Don't know why I keep closing it. Okay, yeah, so there's two runways. So this runway right here, that's this guy, and this long one here is that guy. and that's the one that we're landing on. So right now we're kind of coming around, and we're going to land back on runway 18. We are at 5,000 feet now, just about. It's cool, seeing lots of lakes and forests in the area. You know me, I prefer the island flying a little more. But, you know, I really love to explore though. About 4 nautical miles out. And then once it passes waypoint, we will
Altitude.
set the altitude for 3,300 feet, and then 3,200 feet. I mean, it's only like it's only a 100-foot difference, but you know, I just like to try and keep VNav as accurate as possible. Looks like we're getting a little bit of shock, turbulence. Nothing too bad there. Making the turn. Decreasing the altitude by 100 feet. And we're heading right for 3,300 now. Actually, we go for 3,200. Actually, we're right. So 3,300 at MIGP. Airport is off to our, what is that, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock right now? Alright, while we're here, I actually forgot to figure out what our should be. We have set up. Okay, so at the next waypoint, oops, I should get that rid of that. So we should be at 3200 at the next waypoint. And the top of the descent is literally like right in front of the actual waypoint. So I'm expecting bad things when we land. We have, well, it's like a 30 knot crosswind. I don't know why it's that high. That seems a little excessive. I'm gonna go flaps 15. Can't really see if there's any pappies right now. Yep, there are. Into arm approach mode. I know I said I was going to fly him by hand. I lied.
Landing gear.
That totally did not work. I'm gonna go gear down and
Autopilot.
I'm gonna disengage the autopilot. If you look to the left on the MFD now, you should see the angle of attack indicator. It's going to be a little tough because we have this strong crosswind. Turn. All things considered, pretty smooth landing. Felt like we were coming in a little fast though. This is very weird. The windsock looks pretty it's pretty docile. Anyway, welcome to Wisconsin, folks. I'm gonna get the landing lights off. Taxi lights will come on, though we don't really need it. And I believe my spoilers are still up. Yep, they are. Actually, I have no idea where to park, but it looks awfully crowded around here. should just park where it was. There's way too much trucks here. Way too much trucks. Alright, we're gonna try and loop back around to this spot right here. Let's see, the marshal's here waiting for us. Cool. Taxi lights could come off. Strobes should have come off. Right. Good stuff. Alright, so overall, all is well that ends well. As I said, I really do enjoy flying this aircraft. Forgot the flaps. Very good. I should bring them up. They're coming up slowly. Very, very slowly. But yeah, as I said, I really do enjoy flying this aircraft. It's I just find it fun to fly. And it's really given me kind of, I still left the lights on too. And it's given me confidence to, you know, fly the big aircraft. So keep checking back, folks. I update, I add videos regularly, so the next video coming up should be an on-air video, and we are almost on our way back to Bahamas, which means that we'll be switching aircraft, and I'm looking forward to flying around in the Caribbean for a bit in on-air. So thank you so much for checking out my channel. Be sure to share, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I love the interaction. Shout out to everybody that's been subscribing lately and commenting on the videos. Like, it's really awesome. I've hit 50 subscribers, which is great for me. It felt like a slow grind, but things have been picking up recently, so I'm really excited to hit 100 subscribers at some point and just see where it goes from there. Alright, so take care, everyone. Stay safe, and most of all, stay fly. I'll see you next time. Peace.